Have you ever come into your vehicle, you turn up your volume to max volume and it's just not giving you enough audio? Well, let me show you how to fix that. So grab a panel removal tool just like this. Make sure it's a plastic one. Don't use a metal one or else you guys will leave scratches in your interior. So let's first start by removing the climate control. So grab this and we are gonna pry it out. All right, here we go. And once you remove this, disconnect the two connectors behind this climate control panel. Press down on the release tab and pull out. You could wiggle it left and right if you have a difficult time removing it, like this. All right, so one very important tip when you're removing this, you'll be tempted to pull from the bottom, to pull up and come out. Because these clips goes in pretty deep, it's difficult to remove it that way. You have to pull it straight out from the top. So don't be tempted to pull from the bottom. Stick the panel removal tool from the side. Keep the angle as straight as possible and pull straight out. Any sort of angle up or down will give strain on these really large clips here. It will prevent the unit from coming out. So keep that in mind. Very important. All right, the next step, let's remove this panel. Same panel removal tool. Just slide it under here. We're gonna work our way out, just being held by clips. Because these clips are closer to the top of the panel, focus on releasing the clips from the top of the panel instead of the bottom. You'll get better leverage. It'll be closer to the actual clips that is holding the panel in place, just like here. All right, next step, let's remove this panel piece on the left side of the radio. This one, I believe we can just pull it with our hands. There we go, very easy. Next step, once all the panel pieces are removed, you'll notice that there's 4 Phillips screws that we need to remove. If you guys have a screwdriver with a magnetic tip, that definitely helps because you do not want to drop them. If you drop them, it's going to be very difficult to retrieve them. So keep that in mind when you're removing these screws. All right, once we have those screws removed, let's place a really thick towel here. We have our moving blanket. This is to ensure that you don't damage any of your interior because once the radio is out, there's sharp edges on the back of the radio and you don't want any of that touching the inside of your car. Let's give it a firm pull. Here we go. Let's pull it straight out. And once we have the radio out, this will expose the connectors that we need to connect to. And before we go on further, let's go to our product. Here is our ENA 3N1. So inside the package, you'll find, of course, the amplifier. And the biggest difference between the ENA 3 series and the ENA 2 series, the other series that we have, which is less expensive, the ENA 2 series does not have the subwoofer outputs. In addition, the ENA 2 series have 45 watts per 4 channels instead of this one has 50 watts per 4 channels. So this one's a little bit more strong. And on top of that, the ENA 2 series does not have this auto sense speaker function. So for a lot of the newer vehicles that doesn't have accessory power behind the radio, the ENA 2 series will not work. You will need to get the ENA 3 series. And let me show you how to connect the harness. So here's our plug and play harness here. All right. And all you have to do is find the matching connector. We notice it's down here on the bottom. There's 2 white large connectors here. There's a large one, there's a smaller one. I'm going to disconnect the top large one so it gives me room to access the connector that I want. Okay, this one's a little bit tighter than usual, so I'm gonna press down the release tab and use my panel removal tool to pry it out. And we got the second one, press down on this release and just pull it out. That one's much easier. And this smaller connector is where we will connect our amplifier to. So I'll plug and play. Our female side connects to the car side and the male side connects back to the radio like so. And the factory large connector will connect it back into its original location. All right, all plug and play. And now what is left is connecting our ground ring terminal to the side of the radio right here. So we're gonna use our Phillips screwdriver, loosen that, and connect our ground wire right here. So all the connection on the car's radio side is complete. Next, all we have to do is grab the other end of the connector right here, and these two will connect to the back of the amplifier, like so. And once again, guys, this is all plug and play. We didn't have to cut any wires. We didn't need to splice any wires. And this is fully reversible, and it'll leave no trace that it's ever been installed if you ever decide to remove it. And it also has this additional remote wire. This is a part of the connection to your active subwoofer if you decide to connect one. So this remote wire will give the signal to the active subwoofer to turn on while providing the signals to the power subwoofer from this sub outs. It's all super seamless. And we're gonna be leaving the tag here to also insulate the wire to make sure it doesn't touch anything we don't want it to touch. So we'll just leave it on here. Okay, and before we commit to mounting it, let's test it to make sure it works, and let's make sure our gain levels is where we want it as well. So let's fire up the car. Let's push this back here temporarily. And let's also reconnect our climate control panel because we don't want any errors. All right, so we tested our gain settings and we liked to keep the front right at 50%, and the rear we put it up a little bit, about 1 o'clock. We thought that was pretty good. So how we set this up is we set the volume to our loudest listening volume, and then we adjusted the gain to remove all the distortion and the clipping. So just all depends on your preference. Make sure you adjust this before you mount this behind the radio, and if you have aftermarket speakers, the adjustments are also going to be different, so just keep that in mind. All right, so once we have that set up, let's go back to removing the radio and we'll mount it to our mounting location. And we're gonna be using these foam strips. We're going to apply the foam strips on the corner, and we're gonna slip it down right here, right in front of the big bundle of harnesses, and we're gonna go straight down, all the way down. It's gonna get wedged in on the bottom side of the panel here. So it's a very secure place. It's not gonna move, and there's gonna be enough airflow so that the amplifier won't get overheated. All right, so in the process of finding the perfect mounting spot for the amplifier, we actually found a better one. So we routed the cable all the way down here, and then we found a space right under the center console. As you can see, we just wedge it down here. You can actually even use a Velcro tape if you have it to mount it securely onto the carpet. And how to access that is you just need to remove this panel piece here. It's all being held by clips, so just grab a hold and just pull it out. It'll come out very easily. And when you're remounting it, just don't forget about this clip here. It's probably stuck on the car side, so remove it, place it back onto the panel here, and you could pop it back in. This is a really good location to mount it because if you decide you want to add a power subwoofer later down the line, very easy to access the amplifier from there. You don't have to remove your radio anymore. So pretty cool location. So let me pop this back in and then reverse order everything we just did, and that will conclude the installation. Perfect, that's it guys. Super easy to do. Now, let me show you the difference it makes. You heard the difference. The volume is now so much more abundant, and it just sounds so much more clear, and there's so much more bass. Everything about the sound system has improved with our plug and play amplifier. If you guys are looking for an easy way to install this, all plug and play, here's our solution, Encore Alpha 3-in-1 Power Amplifier. It's available at bsonikusa.com. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. We love to hear from you, and we love to answer all your questions as well. And if you haven't yet, help our channel, give us that like button, and hit that subscribe button. Really help us out. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Look, I don't take no loss, it's simple. Long stand up, guy on 10 toes. Looking in the mirror, who better than me? Got their hands high, tell them that I'm out of their reach. I know I want a few